G'day there. In this video I would like to demonstrate a little known fact about stepper motors. So I have two stepper motors here. They are very similar but not quite identical. They do have different serial numbers. Hopefully those of you watching in 1080 pixel can read those serial numbers should you care to look them up. Okay, and as you'll notice they are actually 6 wires there. There's 6 wires. These are 2-pole stepper motors, not 3 poles. They have bifilar windings. So there's 3 wires for each pole. Okay, and as you can see I have them connected to each other in parallel. And I have some little bits of tape on my shafts so that we can see where they're pointing, like the hands on a clock. And this is exactly what I wanted to show you. Is that they can actually get almost exactly perfect, and if they were identical stepper motors it would be perfect, 1-to-1 gear ratio. I turn this one a bit and turns the other one a bit. If I do it too slowly it does not work. If I do it with enough speed it does work. So this could actually be, I'm sort of partly showing and partly asking a question here. For those of you that didn't know about this effect, there you go, there's the effect. I don't know what it's called. And I'm curious, has anyone ever seen this used to actually transfer mechanical energy? Say I've got my push bike, my exercycle hooked up to this one, and I want to make a fan go in the other room. Could I hook it up to that one? Oh, well, obviously I could, but is it efficient? And how well would it work? What are the limitations? I do have, going to be testing some of this stuff myself. I have some more stepper motors. These guys are all out of a very large industrial photocopier. So I'm going to have a bit of a play around with those, and I might even pull out some of the NEMA 17s that I have for the 3D printer project I've been working on. Now we can see this is a single pole bifilar stepper. If I turn it slowly I get nothing on that LED. But if I give it a good spin, I think you can see that LED lighting up pink. Same the other way. If I can spin it good enough, maybe not quite as good the other way. Some of these guys work a bit better. I like this one. Here's some blue LEDs, and I'm going to put them across the long side of both the windings. So one LED to each pole. I'm skipping the centre tap, so I get maximum voltage across my LEDs. Ooh, look at that. I hardly have to turn it at all. That works rather well, doesn't it? Turning my whole desk blue. I'm not putting tons of energy into that either, so they're not terrible little generators, the old steppers. But the faster I try and turn that, the harder it gets. Turn it gently and I'll still get pretty good light to my LEDs. And we'll just check the other ones, just because I know you guys at home are the curious types. I think this one's got slightly chunkier steps in it, but about the same size, so yeah. It's easier to turn, and it does require a bit more speed to get the brightness out of it. Let's try the big one. This one's much bigger and heavier. I've lost an LED. There it is. Oh, I like this one. I'm not using much energy there to turn that. There's not a lot of turning resistance. And I don't have to turn it particularly fast either. So if I was going to make a wind generator or something, I'd hook it up to that big one. That works a treat. So there we go, and because you're curious, let's put the big one on a little one. The big one on with the smaller, tighter steps. And that works really, really well. I can go very slowly and it still sort of keeps up. I'm probably at this speed, I think I'm getting about half a step out of this motor for every step I'm turning this motor. If I go faster, it's definitely very close to a 1-to-1 ratio. So, what do you call this effect? Is this electrical gearing? So just plugging a generator into a motor? And again, that big one seems to make a really good generator. I'm getting... that's really slow turns on the generator motor. Really slow, and I'm getting some reaction. Mainly when I slip and accidentally go a bit too fast. If I was turning a bit faster, literally direct 1-to-1 turning ratio. So I thought that was cool, and I might have a bit of a play with making one of these into a stepper by stepper or something like that, and see what we can come up with. Alright, thanks for watching.